Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into that massive June 2026 Apple Newsroom drop. We are talking about their brand new, completely overhauled intelligence experiences. Look, if you've been tracking the tech giant's trajectory over the last few years, you know they've been quietly laying the groundwork for something absolutely huge. Well, this is the payoff. We're going to stick strictly to the data and the direct announcements today to figure out exactly how your daily digital routine is about to change. So grab a seat, get focused, and let's decode this. How exactly is the future of the Apple ecosystem going to change your life? Take a look at this statement, pulled directly from Apple. Apple unveils innovative features and intelligence experiences across services. That phrasing right there, that sets the stakes for how they are completely redefining our digital ecosystem by focusing on the space between the apps. Notice the heavy emphasis on the words across services. For the longest time, tech companies just focused on making individual apps smarter. Your camera got smarter, your maps got smarter, right? But this isn't just a software update for your phone. It's a fundamental rewiring of how Apple Music, podcasts, iCloud, and Apple TV Plus actually talk to each other. All right, so here's our game plan for today. 1. The 2026 Apple Vision. 2. Intelligence across all services. 3. Innovative new features. And 4. The ecosystem impact. Let's get right into it. Section 1. The 2026 Apple Vision. Defining the new baseline. Okay, before we get lost in the weeds with specific apps, let's quickly cut through the corporate PR jargon so we clearly understand the core concept driving this whole thing. Apple Intelligence is now officially defined as the integration of advanced cross-service intelligence experiences designed to seamlessly connect user data and media. The biggest takeaway here is that word seamlessly. Your data is no longer trapped in the specific app where it was created. The intelligence is acting like this universal translator, basically allowing your media consumption, your preferences, and your daily habits to inform every single other corner of your device. Moving right along to Section 2, Intelligence Across All Services, breaking down the silos. This comparison brilliantly illustrates the massive shift we're seeing. Think about how you used to use your devices. We had these isolated service silos. You listened to a song, that data stayed locked in your music app. You watched a movie, it stayed in your TV app. They were basically walled gardens inside of a walled garden. Now, fast forward to 2026, and we have unified cross-service intelligence. Those walls, they've completely crumbled. The system looks at you holistically now. It actually understands that the person listening to a deep dive historical podcast might just want to watch a documentary on that exact same topic on Apple TV Plus. It's contextual, it's fluid, and it's totally unified. Section 3, Innovative New Features, zooming in on the upgrades. We're going to kick things off with the audio ecosystem. Specifically, we're looking at how your music platform is finally going to talk directly to your podcast app. Honestly, for audio lovers, this is the integration we have been waiting for. These intelligent upgrades mean your device finally understands your complete audio diet. It's no longer treating your favorite songs and your favorite shows as totally separate worlds. We're talking cross-service audio tracking, unified listening preferences, and intelligent recommendations spanning music and podcasts. With that cross-service tracking, the intelligence essentially maps your mood. Say you start your morning blasting some high-energy heavy metal. Well, your podcast app now knows you probably want a punchy, fast-paced news show right after, not some slow 3-hour meditation track. It's treating audio as one unified category tailored specifically to your personal rhythm. Next up, let's flip over to the visual side, and the storage side, really, by examining the new relationship between iCloud and Apple TV Plus, because this is where Apple's infrastructure updates really start to flex their muscles. The absolutely crucial point here is that iCloud is no longer just a digital locker where you dump your old photos and device backups. No way. It is now the intelligent backbone actively enhancing your streaming experience. We're looking at seamless media syncing, predictive viewing suggestions based on your iCloud data, and a truly unified entertainment hub. That seamless syncing lets your personal media flow effortlessly alongside premium content. But the really wild part, those predictive viewing suggestions. The system can securely analyze the themes of your saved memories, your travel photos, or even your reading lists synced in iCloud, and then use that to surface highly relevant Apple TV Plus content. It creates an entertainment hub that feels intimately personalized because it's literally drawing on your own lived experiences to figure out what you should watch next. Which brings us to Section 4, the ecosystem impact, and why this matters to you. Because honestly, the goal of all these cross-service updates boils down to just the single number: One, creating one totally unified digital lifestyle. Apple doesn't want you to feel like you're jumping between 5 different apps anymore. They want you to feel like you're interacting with one ambient intelligence that just smoothly shifts its shape depending on whether you want to listen, watch, or work. Ultimately, these interconnected features impact your daily life in 3 highly tangible ways. First, enhanced daily convenience. That annoying friction of jumping between apps and manually searching for related content, it's gone. The intelligence does the heavy lifting for you. Second, and this is absolutely crucial, strengthened unified privacy boundaries. Because this cross-service intelligence is processed securely within the Apple ecosystem, all this data sharing happens without needing third-party brokers. Your data informs your experience, but it stays yours. And third, maximized wallet value. If you're paying for an Apple subscription bundle, the fact that these services now actively enhance one another means the total value of your subscriptions is way greater than the individual parts. You're basically getting a multiplier effect on what you're already paying for. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a thought on just how heavily we rely on these tech ecosystems. Is your entire digital life ready for Apple Intelligence? Because we are definitely crossing a threshold in 2026. The apps we use every single day are no longer just static tools. They're interconnected nodes in a highly intelligent network that actively anticipates what we need. It's a massive, massive shift in how we interact with technology. So take a second to think about your own daily digital habits. Are you ready to let the walls between your apps fall down? Thank you so much for joining me to unpack this fascinating material. Keep asking questions, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.